like mine has, you might come to a little job where you want to plane something right up to a corner. And you think, how am I going to do that then? This one ain't going to do it. This one certainly ain't going to do it. That's where this little baby comes in. It's got the blade right up the front. You can plane right up to the end. Just leaves a little weeny bit on the end, which you can just take off with a chisel. Going back to chisels, always keep your hand behind the blade. Never be working on something like this and have your hand here. Always keep your spare hand behind the blade. A lot of people put their thumb on the top of it. You've got more control. You push with this one. This one holds it down, gives you a little bit of control. Don't go like this, chiseling with your hand behind it. You know what's going to happen, don't you? Kids, respect tools, all of them. You must have respect. Don't have your hands ever in front of the tools. Have them to the side or on the top. Don't have them in front. We don't want to go to the hospital, do we, and have a load of stitches. It's the last thing we want. Mums and dads, you're responsible for that. Keep an eye on them. Try and teach them the right way. Right. As I say, planes come in all shapes and sizes. That's a handy little one. It's called a block plane. We'll come on to that. Tell you how to sharpen it up. That's quite nice for a youngster to use. Because to a youngster, to a, I don't know, 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old, that's quite a big plane. And it's not that light. I suspect this is the plane that you'll want to use the most. This is called a smoothing plane. This is a number 04. These old planes always came in numbers. 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, right up to the big boy. This is a number 7. That's called a trying plane. That's for doing big, long, straight work, joining 2 bits of wood together, doors. But of course nowadays, all the chippies use planers. So you won't need nothing like that. I'm just showing you. That's the smaller one. That's probably the 2 planes. If I said to you what planes you want in the workshop, I'd go for a smoothing plane, which is generally a number 3.5 or 4, or this one here, which is a number 5.5. Quite heavy. That's for you dads. Kids won't be able to handle this, but the thing is with this, it is heavy, but once it's on the wood, it's not heavy. And just a simple push, there on one hand, look, simple push, nice and sharp, that's what it does. I'll show you that one. This is what kids love doing, planing a bit of wood. Thumb on the top there, that finger along the side there, that controls it. You've got 3 fingers on the handle, and this thumb on the other side. This thumb on the top, or you can do it like that. Most kids would do it like that. Hand on the top like that. Most carpenters would put the thumb on the top and 2 or 3 fingers underneath, just to guide it, keep it nice and straight. This is a lovely plane. Takes no effort whatsoever. It's got to be sharp though. We'll come on to that. If you can't sharpen it yourself, get it sharpened. Loads of places have got sharpening services, but you really want to learn yourself. That's cut in 2 bits like that, because we had the groove down the middle when we used the gauge, remember? What a lovely sound. What a lovely sound. Look at that shaving, look. Look at that shaving. Smell it. What a lovely bit of pine. Who needs underarm and perfume when you got pine like this? Beautiful. That's nice and smooth now. You can then use the plane. take the corners off. Want a nice little beveled corner. Always put the plane down on its side. Don't go banging it down flat like that. That's where the blade is. You don't want to blunt it with an old nail or something on the bench, do you? Or a bit of glue. Put the plane down on the side. Fantastic bit of kit. But it's no good picking up Grandad's 100-year-old plane that's all rusty and you found it in the garden shed and expect to do that. It's probably a lovely plane. These are old. These are 60, 70 years old. But it's got to be cleaned up. Clean out a bit of wire wool, a little bit of oil, get it ground and sharpen it. I'll show you how to sharpen. Sharpening is easy. You've got to know the rudiments of doing it. Use an old-fashioned oil stone. It's a graphite stone. This one's coarse one side, smooth the other. Only a little one. They're not that dear, but you get them at car boots. This one's a diamond stone. Because I'm a so-called professional, I've got a diamond stone. It's got a rubber pad underneath it, stop it slipping around, and that one you use with water. Both of them will get a lovely edge on your tools. Right, we've done the planes. Right, probably see a level there. You don't often use a level in the workshop. Got to have one though. If you're doing something in the house, put a shelf up, bit of tiling, putting a mirror up, picture, anything, fence post, you've got to have a level. Some of them are only 9 inches long. There's an old one, called a boat level. If you're doing a bit of small work, lovely inside. If you want to put it on the top of a tile, lovely. These go up to 6 foot long, 8 foot long. We're not going to have an 8 foot level, are we? I've got them in the van still. I can make this one longer. Get yourself a bit of wood, so long as it's straight, it's got to be straight. Put a level on the top. What have we got now? We've made a 2 foot level into a 6 foot level. It's alright for doing fence posts, that way up. Architraves, door frames. Right, we're going to have a little break for a minute. I've got to go and put the barbecue on. My missus is calling me.